Abu Dhabi's IHC may take a $2.15 billion stake in a Colombian food company, and UAE GDP grows 3.9% in 2021. You're watching The Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Abu Dhabi's International Holding says it's filed a request to tender for a stake in Colombian food maker Grupo Nutresa for up to $2.15 billion. It would be a 25 to 31.25% stake in the firm at $15 per share. IHC is the UAE's largest company by market value and is led by the UAE's National Security Advisor Sheikh Tahnoun bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Nutresa's shares closed the last session at $8.36, valuing the company at about $3.83 billion. The UAE's GDP grew at constant prices by 3.9% in 2021. Official data shows GDP at constant prices, which adjust for inflation, rose to $408 billion last year from $392.5 billion in 2020. Non-oil GDP at constant prices grew by 5.8% to $295.8 billion in 2021, compared to around $279.82 billion in 2020. Extractive industries, including oil and gas, contributed 27.4% to GDP at $111.98 billion. This is a 0.7% drop from 2020. Saudi Aramco is warning that spare production capacity may be wiped out once economies rebound, and it says a lack of investment in fossil fuels is to blame for the global energy crisis. Aramco officials say by the time the world wakes up to these blind spots, it may be too late to change course. Aramco has repeatedly said the West is unrealistic about how quickly renewable energy can replace oil and gas. The dollar hovered near a two-decade peak against a basket of currencies this morning after yields on U.S. Treasuries leaped. The U.S. dollar index, which measures the greenback against a basket of currencies, was up 0.1% to 110.27, extending a 0.6% overnight gain. Yields on the two-year U.S. Treasury notes, a rough gauge of interest rate expectations, hit 3.992% overnight, the highest since 2007. Yields on the benchmark 10-year Treasury rose to 3.604%, the highest since 2011. Higher yields increased the attraction of owning Treasuries and the dollars with which to buy them. That strong dollar comes on the back of another aggressive rate hike, which is expected from the Federal Reserve today. At 10 p.m. Gulf Standard Time, the Fed will announce policy settings. Markets have fully priced in a 75 basis point rate increase, with a 19% chance of a 100 basis point increase and a forecast for rates to peak at around 4.5% by March 2023. Investors' focus will also be on the updated economic projections. China's inflexible and inconsistent zero-COVID policy is crippling European business operations in the country, according to a major business lobby. The EU Chamber of Commerce in China report is the latest statement by the foreign business community that Beijing's hardline virus curbs are harming China's economy and isolating it on the international stage. The European Chamber, a group of more than 1,800 European companies in China, says zero COVID and its massive uncertainty has had a negative impact on 75% of its members' operations. Decarbonization rates in G20 economies slumped to their lowest level in 2 decades last year. That's according to PwC, who say the pace of change needs to be faster to cap global warming at 1.5 degrees Celsius. It says no country in the G20 is decarbonizing quickly enough to maintain a safe climate. Global decarbonization fell to 0.5%. And in the G20, it fell to just 0.2%. That's far below the 12.9% required to keep temperature rises in line with the target. YouTube says it will start paying creators of short-form videos in a way similar to the ad revenue shares it's been paying creators of longer videos for more than a decade. The company also moved to simplify the process of music licensing for its creators, removing a major pain point for many. It's part of a string of announcements designed to both fend off TikTok and reclaim YouTube's crown as the best home for future content creators. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is The Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.